The air in Berlin, Germany is cold, dense, and filled with quiet ambition. In the heart of that city, a company was quietly preparing something extraordinary, a new frontier where neuroscience and capital meet. Its name was Atai Life Sciences. Although legally based in the Netherlands, its real intellectual engine pulsed in Berlin. Atai's mission was far more audacious than simply developing drugs. It aimed to reprogram the human mind, to treat despair itself. Atai Life Sciences burst into the spotlight on June 18, 2021, when it debuted on the NASDAQ. The initial public offering was priced at $15 per share, raising roughly $200 million. The market welcomed Atai as a visionary pioneer in mental health innovation. But what happened after the IPO defied every conventional rhythm of biotech development. Precise timing, flawless sequencing, and decisions that aligned too perfectly. It was a level of coordination that investors found inspiring and unsettling. Atai's crown jewel was BPL-003, an ultra-short-acting psychedelic intranasal spray derived from 5-MeO-DMT benzoate, a compound known for inducing profound but transient alterations in consciousness. Psychedelics in most contexts are controlled substances that cause hallucinations. Atai sought to harness that same neurochemical power as therapy. The drug's proposed mechanism was both elegant and radical, a brief, controlled neural reset that restores the emotional circuitry of the brain. The company's early data stunned observers. A single administration led to measurable improvement within 24 hours, and the effects persisted for over 8 weeks. Patients were discharged just 90 minutes after dosing, suggesting both safety and efficiency. For comparison, traditional antidepressants often require weeks or even months of continuous use before efficacy is confirmed. Psychedelic compounds, moreover, usually exhibit wide individual variability. Their effects can range from mild introspection to overwhelming hallucination. Yet Atai's trial results were almost unnervingly consistent. Nearly every patient showed improvement, and serious adverse reactions were absent. In pharmaceutical research, such uniformity is virtually unprecedented. Perfect results by their nature invite suspicion. In March 2025, Atai announced that it had completed enrollment for the Phase 2b clinical trial of BPL-003. 4 months later, in July 2025, it released the top-line data. The company's success across all primary and key secondary endpoints, emphasizing both statistical and clinical significance. The announcement electrified the market. During trading hours, Atai's stock price surged. Analysts praised the company's efficiency, calling it the Tesla of mental health. But that same evening, before the excitement cooled, Atai announced an unexpected move, a $50 million private placement. Typically, a biotech firm celebrates a clinical win, secures partnership deals, or waits for a follow-up study before raising capital. It's unusual to fundraise immediately after success, especially when positive momentum is already driving valuation upward. The fact that Atai did so on the same day raised eyebrows. Was the company anticipating higher costs in the next phase of development, or were they fortifying cash reserves to guard against unseen challenges? Then came a pattern. Throughout 2025, Atai conducted 3 successive financings, $55 million in February, $50 million in July, and another in October, issuing shares at $5.48 each. Soon after, the company declared that it now had sufficient liquidity to operate through 2029. To the untrained eye, this sounded prudent, a company securing its future. But to seasoned investors, it signaled something else. For a firm with no commercial revenue and a still developing pipeline, stockpiling 4 years of cash is atypical. It suggests foresight or foreknowledge, perhaps a defensive strategy against regulatory or scientific uncertainty that had not yet surfaced publicly. The story deepened in June 2025 when Atai revealed its intent to merge with Beckley Psytech, the original developer of BPL-003. The merger came with a striking clause. It would only proceed if the Phase 2b trial succeeded. Precisely 1 month later, Atai announced success. The merger was executed almost immediately. This synchronization formed the second major mystery. When trial results determine a merger, the integrity of data becomes paramount. Who had oversight? Beckley Psytech had conducted the study while Atai led the communications and investor relations. In typical conditional mergers, independent review committees and third-party auditors verify every metric before results are publicized. But in this case, no mention of external validation appeared in filings. The alignment of timelines, data completion, success announcement, and merger execution was too clean. If coincidence, it was extraordinary. If orchestration, it raised deeper questions about control and transparency. Then came October 16th, 2025, the date of Atai's Breakthrough Therapy Designation, BTD, from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. This event, which normally requires at least 1 year of evaluation after a phase 2 trial, occurred in just 3 months. The designation process is exhaustive. It assesses trial design, patient diversity, statistical rigor, and potential for transformative efficacy. The speed of Atai's approval defied precedent. Was the data truly that convincing? Or had conversations and regulatory pathways been quietly prepared in advance? The same day, Atai disclosed another capital raise, 2.4 million shares at $5.48 per share, and reaffirmed its extended cash runway to 2029. Every corporate action, every scientific milestone, and every financial maneuver occurred with precise timing. It was as if an invisible clock governed the company's progression. For investors accustomed to the chaotic unpredictability of biotech, this sequence felt unnatural. Drug development by its nature is chaotic. Clinical timelines slip, endpoints fail, and regulatory reviews drag on. Yet Atai's story lacked friction. Every step unfolded as if written ahead of time. The level of precision mirrored not scientific randomness, but strategic choreography. And in that choreography lay the third and most profound mystery. Was Atai an outlier of competence or a masterpiece of controlled narrative? The implications are significant. If Atai's data are as clean as they appear, it could redefine psychiatric medicine and investor trust in psychedelic therapeutics. But if the synchronization of events reflects more orchestration than serendipity, then its valuation and the credibility of its model rest on fragile ground. Scientific perfection always provokes doubt because perfection rarely exists in real-world research. Data, like human behavior, are messy. So when results align too neatly, from trial outcomes to merger timing to regulatory approval, skepticism naturally arises. Investors find themselves caught between admiration and suspicion. Is this the dawn of a new paradigm or the most elegant illusion in biotech? Today, Atai Life Sciences prepares for the phase 3 trial of BPL-03, confident that it will reshape mental health treatment. The company's leadership speaks of progress with conviction. Yet among investors, the unease remains. Perfection inspires hope, but also distrust, because perfection, by its very nature, is rare. Is this brilliance or illusion, revolution or choreography? No one yet knows. Before we conclude, we'd like to hear from you. If there's a listed, unlisted, or soon-to-be listed company or cryptocurrency you'd like us to investigate next, share it in the comments below. The Valuester channel actively reads your suggestions, and your ideas often guide our future deep dives. And to our incredible audience, those who watch, subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos, thank you. Your engagement fuels this channel, and we'll continue striving to bring you deeper, sharper, and more truthful stories from the world of finance and innovation. This was Valuester.